Noodle. Oh, best time to eat Shin Ramen is actually the best time you eat a McDouble at McDonald's fries. What time is it? Midnight. So the reason why I have it in a pan is because honestly, Koreans, they like to do this. They actually like to make it in a really big pot and kind of share it around and dish it out. It's just me, so I'm gonna eat it from a single pan. All right. Man, it just hits the spot sometimes.
Nice.
To my left here, I have kimchi. Korean staple. And if you haven't had kimchi, you should at least try it once. Actually, no. You should actually try it like 7 times. Because a lot of people don't like kimchi at first. They don't. I mean, it's fermented cabbage at the end of the day. Okay, granted, a lot of people like pickles. But, and you're probably wondering why I have the spoon. It's actually to put rice in and eat it with the broth, which is, oh, so good. So now this is dried radish with a lot of spice. But this is actually one of my favorite side dishes. I'm actually thinking about, you know, having chats, but also doing some ASMR content. A lot of people seem to really enjoy that. So I'm like, why not? Noodle. Oh, you know when you're eating something spicy and you get it caught in the middle of your throat and then you just feel all that spice? That's just what happened. My throat is on fire. Seriously, the best time, it's not midnight right now, but the best time to eat Shin Ramen is actually the best time you eat a McDouble at McDonald's fries. What time is it? Midnight. I don't know what it is. Whether you're super hungry and therefore a McDonald's burger or Shin Ramen tastes better at the time, or if they just bring in like the A-game cooks, you know? Like the superstar cooks that know how to flip a burger, know how to put like together just the prime burger. But man, seriously, you should try Shin Ramen if you haven't. Try it, get accustomed to it. Hopefully you like it. And if you do, then try it at midnight one night, and you will understand what I'm talking about. And you will know So good. One thing I didn't mention is actually add egg in my ramen. Pretty common thing to do, honestly. Usually the Japanese style is to add like a soy egg. With ramen, just throw it in, you know? Just let it take a bath with the rest of the noodles. Oh no. And seriously, the egg in this, oh, man down. Humpty down. Is actually really good. Okay. Come here, you. Man, I think my mistake is that I don't have enough broth to eat all that rice. So, I guess I'm just gonna eat the rice with the side dishes. In Korea, we call this panchan. And there's actually a lot of different panchan that you can eat. So, question of the day. I'd love to know if you have had Korean food. I know this is specific, but there will be another half of the question. So, if you have had Korean food, what food did you most like? And I understand that maybe it might be bulgogi, but I'd be really curious if a lot of people like kimchi. If anyone's even tried this, it's called mumalengi. Again, dried radish that's like been seasoned and all that. But yeah, this is my absolute favorite right here. I don't know what it is. It's the crunch, so you got that texture. It's obviously got the spice. It's got so much flavor. For those that haven't had Korean food, I'd love to know, which Korean food do you want to try the most? Is it the bulgogi? Is it kimchi? Is it the Shin Ramen? Man, I actually finished this way faster than I thought I would. I was actually really hungry. So, I was thinking about, what to talk about with my like deep talk today. And I was thinking of this TED talk. Oh, I forgot who gave that talk, but oh, it came down again, but I just saved it. Man, I don't know what this looks like to you. I totally get it may not look appetizing. I mean, this doesn't look appetizing, but there are so many people that love kimchi. So, don't knock it till you try it. But anyways, I was listening to this TED talk. And a lot of what the conversation was, or rather the talk was about, was what matters most to you in life. And that's, it's really interesting. Because a lot of people might, answer it. But then, if you'd ask them a follow-up question of, does that truly make you happy? Does it really, really make you happy? I wonder if people would, give it a moment to introspect. For example, I think a lot of people in this world, especially in today's world, where everything is freaking expensive. Like, my goodness. Think about buying a house? Unless you have like 4K a month. Which I'm sure if you watch some personal finance channels, you'll be fine. But there are a lot of good creators out there with personal finance. But man, I think, a lot of people might save money. And if that's what brings you true joy, true happiness, then, each to their own. Good for you. But I gotta say, if you were to pick that, obviously, everything can coexist. Everything can be, nothing's mutually exclusive. Like, it's not like if you have a lot of money, then you won't have family. But it is unfortunate when a lot of the time, sometimes people focus on things and they miss what really matters most to them in their life. So, I don't know. My encouragement, rice, spoon, bowl, boom. You know what, I might just transfer. It would be a lot easier if I just transfer this. Probably get more soup that way. Easier to eat. Let's get that out of the way. But yeah, so it's just really interesting, right? Because, my encouragement is to just slow down a little, Life moves so fast. You go to work, you come back, you sleep, you eat and sleep. Obviously there's more to life than that. But I know I felt like that sometimes. Like, I just felt like I'm in the rut. And then I'm thinking, gosh, like, I gotta make all this money. I gotta do this, I gotta do that. And then there comes a point where I start feeling sad. And I'm like, hang on a second. Like, what the fetch? I'm usually not like typically a sad person. I feel like I'm pretty upbeat, I'm pretty optimistic. But then it just hits you out of nowhere. It's like a left hook from Conor McGregor. I say Conor McGregor just because his left hook is actually very impressive. Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, whoever. That's a hard punch. But sometimes it can feel like a hard punch. Dang. And then, honestly, in those times, when you take a step back and you think about, okay, what really does matter to me? And you start focusing on that, it can honestly bring things back into balance. For example, two most important things to me, very honestly, is God, so my faith, and religion. God and my faith and family. That's what I meant. And it's just really interesting because at times when I focus so much on one thing, that really isn't like it matters to me, but it's not like it's in the top 3. Then I like maybe things in the top 2 start to like slip, right? But the moment that I come back to what matters most to me, you know, it's gonna be different for everyone. And I respect that, and everyone should respect that with each other. But yeah, because gosh, this life is getting crazier and crazier. So there's a lot of great things still happening, but there's a lot of hard things too, right? So I don't know. Those are my deep thoughts for today. It's really just take a step back, reflect on what matters most to you in life, and take time for those things. That's right, the TED Talk. So she was saying in this talk, we make time for the things that are important to us. And then she asked, so, for example, if I asked everyone here to go home and clean their blinds, would you do it? And then, I mean, obviously you can ask yourself that question. I wouldn't, right? You're watching TED Talks. You're watching this amazing woman speak. You know, I want to go home and clean my blinds. But then it was really interesting. She then included, and I could be botching all the details here, but she said, what if I paid you $1,000 to go home right now and clean the blinds? Would you do it? And I'm like, well, if the ticket was $1,000, then maybe. No, I'm just kidding. But, you know, and then she's like, well, what if it was $10,000? I mean, if someone offered me like $1 million to clean my blinds, I'd be calling the Uber right there, calling the police. Hey, please, can you please escort me home? But in all seriousness, she said we make time for the things that matter to us. And so she said, you know, obviously if money was your priority in that instance, then yeah, you would make time for it. So, you know, that's kind of what I was saying. It's things that matter most to you, you should make time for it. You should reflect and really ponder on what those things are. And then make time for it. I'm sure it'll bring about a lot more peace and happiness in your life. Those are my thoughts, at least. And I'm done. I'm gonna finish this. You can obviously see which one I like more. I mean, I love kimchi, but And I haven't had this in so long. I actually just bought this yesterday. And it was a very welcomed purchase. Well, thanks so much again. If you liked the video, please leave a like, comment, answering that question. Would love to hear your thoughts. I will read your comments and I will respond. Yeah, and thanks so much. Hopefully you have an awesome day. Okay, bye.